Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Kit Cloninger here in the Weather Center at Local 4. We're continuing to bring you updated information on the blizzard warning in our viewing area here in central Nebraska, including the Tri-Cities. We have a blizzard warning until 6 o'clock this evening for Buffalo, Hall, Adams County, as well as Kearney County, Clay, Fillmore, York, Hamilton, and points to the north, which those blizzard warnings were issued earlier this morning. But this will continue until this evening at 6 o'clock. And we've got meteorologist Tim Jones out in the field as well. We'll hear from him in just a minute or so. Looking on Local 4 Doppler radar, most of the falling snow has wrapped up for the Tri-Cities. So that's a good thing. But the thing is, we still have all the snow on the ground and very high winds. So that's going to re-blow snow over these areas. Looking off towards some of our eastern viewing area, looks like it's wrapping up for the Seward area and Dorchester as well, but Lincoln seeing a heavier band of snow right now. We've had some reports of very low visibilities in Lincoln itself, near blizzard conditions out there. Likely the same thing in Omaha. As we take a look at some of the wind gusts, we've had gusts recorded up to 60 miles per hour. That is severe threshold in Grand Island, and 47 right now in Hastings, 52 currently in Grand Island as well, and 54 miles per hour out there in York. Very high winds. This is going to recover roads that might be clear at one moment and then very not clear later on. So looking at some of the road conditions, northeastern Nebraska, we have many state and U.S. highways that are under the travel not advised category. Here around the Tri-Cities area, we have many places that are partially to completely covered. And looking in a little bit closer here, we're going to go through a list here. So Highway 30 from Kearney to Grand Island is closed. Highway 281 from Grand Island to Hastings is closed. And many of these places are actually being blocked off by sheriff deputies, so you cannot pass. Highway 30 from Grand Island to York is, 34, excuse me, Grand Island to York is also closed. And Interstate 80 from York all the way back down to Kearney is closed. Westbound, we haven't had any reports that eastbound is closed, and portions of Interstate 80 have had multiple car pileups, as well as we've heard many wrecks on the Highway 6 corridor. We also see travel not advised across much of the area. I'm going to step off because I want to read you a statement from Adams County Emergency Management we got a little while ago. It says that Adams County Emergency Management is recommending no travel whatsoever in Adams County. Adams County road crews have been pulled off the road for their safety. Once conditions improve, they will be returning to cleaning. So that means even the snowplows have been pulled off the roads. So once we have conditions improving, of course, they will get out there to start clearing up some of the roads. But we do want to remind you that blizzard warning until 6 o'clock. And I want to go ahead and bring in meteorologist Tim Jones, who's just moving along Highway 6, just got into the western part of Clay County recently, and he's been experiencing some whiteout conditions. Tim, what are you seeing?
Well, give me just a moment. I'm just kind of getting in position. Where you're looking is to the north towards inland. So that's the inland road. The cars going by me here are on Highway 6. And I'm honestly kind of shocked with all the traffic we have out here right now on Highway 6, because this is one of the worst sections. And I've seen over the years in blizzard conditions between about the Trumbull Road, which is Road B, all the way out to Harvard. It's one of the most treacherous spots in all of south central Nebraska, and you can see why right here. Where we're looking to the north, the winds are out of the northwest. This is what we call a ground blizzard, folks. This is the snow that has fallen and that is blowing from the northwest at a pretty good clip. So if you're watching from Hastings right now, if you're watching from Hastings and you just happen to have to head home to Harvard or Sutton or Clay Center, one of the other communities, or you happen to be in Sutton or Harvard or Clay Center or one of the other communities and you have to drive to Hastings, this is what you're going to experience. And you know, I'm never one to say, hey, don't go out and venture, because I'm out here too, and I have years and years of experience doing this. But I will say one thing. It's the first time in my nearly 8 years of being here covering weather in the Tri-Cities and south central Nebraska that I've seen whiteout conditions actually in town. And Kit, we've talked about the fact that with the strength of the winds and the snow, of course 48 hours ago it didn't look like we were really going to have any snow, and that changed really throughout the day yesterday into last night. But it doesn't take a lot of snow to get blizzard conditions. So blizzard, remember, is not about the snow, it's about visibility and wind speeds. And this is criteria for blizzard. That's what we call it, a ground blizzard. So again, you heard you heard Kit talk about all the roads that are closed. Highway 6 right in here is open. But a lot of cars going both eastbound and westbound right now. So again, not a great night for travel. And of course, I'm just going to show you the information and let you make the educated and informed decision from what you're seeing here from Storm Chaser 4. So again, I've got one car coming from my left from the west. I'm going to safely pull out and show you what you're looking at here as we go back to the east on Highway 6. And of course, one thing you're going to notice is it's not too bad right here. I just passed Road D in Clay County, and it doesn't look too bad. And then you'll go about 1/8 of a mile farther, or about 1/4 of a mile farther, and then you'll get in complete whiteout conditions. And that's because of the terrain to my left or to my north. So again, it's not horrible everywhere, but it's when you get into certain situations, like right now. Now you see a gust pickup, and you get a little more whiteout conditions. So I'm going to venture to the next road safely, turn around and head back to Hastings and get out of this, just because we've shown what the roads are like. Now it's time to let you make the decision with what you have in front of you, and I'll get back into some safer conditions. And Kid, as I toss it back to you, here's a look at another whiteout spot right here. So I'm live in Storm Chaser 4 at about Road E or F Avenue in western Clay County. Kit, we'll send it back into you.
All right, thank you, Tim. Yes, we are looking now at some of the visibility reports around the area. I wanted to show you this because whenever we say blizzard warning, one of the qualifications is that you must have visibilities dropping below 1/4 mile. We've definitely got that out there. York, Lincoln right now both showing 1/4 mile of visibility, improving a little bit in Hastings, but 3/4 of a mile still isn't grand. 1/2 mile in Hastings, 1/4 mile up in Columbus as well, 1/2 mile in Fremont, 3/4 out there in Omaha. So a lot of the state of Nebraska seeing some very poor conditions out there this afternoon. We'll go ahead and wrap this up, but a reminder, blizzard warning for the Tri-Cities area until 6 p.m. this evening, and for most of central Nebraska as well as a winter storm warning in eastern Nebraska, including Lincoln and Omaha, until 9 o'clock this evening. That wraps up our coverage for this half hour here on air on Local 4, but we are going to continue with Facebook Live on the Local 4 Facebook page. If you'd like some more information, or if you have any questions to be answered, be sure to tune in there. For now, I'm meteorologist Kit Cloninger. Thanks for watching.